Within the Street Fighter video games or even related lore for the characters, one of the most iconic aspects of Chun-Li is her spinning bird kicking technique. Chun-Li was known for using this attack and it became one of the most well-known displays for a character in all of the original Street Fighter games. But the technical aspects of the spinning bird kick are quite complex, or even technically impossible. But the speculative scenario is this: is Chun-Li's spinning bird kick actually possible to perform? Conflicting sources had the spinning bird kick named after a crane, which was historically known in Chinese culture, and from the fact that the bird had long legs, as well as known for starting in intricate positions. The first depiction of Chun-Li using the spinning bird kick was back in Street Fighter 2. At the time, one of the reasons why the attack was conceived of were to separate the characters in the Street Fighter video games from other fighting series by having them perform unexpected and different methods of attacking opponents. As a result, the attack caught the attention of players due to the originality of the technique. Further conflicting sources on fan theories had the original and early in-game lore for Chun-Li's conceiving of the technique to take advantage of the fact that she was an agile woman and had extraordinary leg strength. Therefore, using the technique would not only surprise opponents but injure and strike them effectively due to her skill with kicking. When Chun-Li crouched to get into the appropriate position, she would quickly flip herself into a handstand and then launch herself into the air, spinning while launched from the handstand against the opponent. Her legs spinning so fast and with such strength it actually generated wind, which was depicted around her legs within all versions of Street Fighter when the technique was performed. Further sources had Chun-Li move through the air as a result of the kick spinning, something like a helicopter in a circular motion due to her kicks being so strong and so quick. Then she would land onto a handstand and either roll back into a standing position or flipped into a crouched position to conclude the attack. Since the original depiction of the attack, how Chun-Li starts to perform, as well as execute and even conclude the maneuver, has changed in the installments of the game since its first depiction. However, a defensive version of the spinning bird kick exists where Chun-Li does not move forward with the spinning kick. She in fact remains in the exact same location from where the attack was performed, and she remains in a stationary position, and the opponent close enough by the said attack is sucked in and hit multiple times before being flung away as a result, giving Chun-Li and the player acting as her a moment to plan their response or what to do next. This quote-unquote standing version was first depicted in Street Fighter 3, and the modern version of it first appeared in Street Fighter 5. If the discussion is to go strictly by the original lore, fan speculations, and early depictions of the spinning bird kick, then it's not technically possible for a woman or even a man to perform the spinning kicks. For an individual to get into a crouched position and then flip off the ground upside down to spin towards an opponent in a helicopter-based circular momentum by sheer leg speed and strength alone isn't physically possible. This is why outside of the actual Street Fighter video games, in both animated and film-based media, have Chun-Li flip into a handstand and twirl her legs to hit opponents and to move if desired or needed while within the handstand. This naturally sidesteps the physics of Chun-Li's legs, strength and speed needed to keep her literally floating in midair for a few seconds. The handstand-based spinning kick was first depicted in Street Fighter 2, the animated movie from 1994, not long after the original Street Fighter game was released in 1991. This handstand version was later used in all further realistically depicted media, featuring Chun-Li aside the established lore from the video games. As a result of the handstand modification, this makes the spinning bird kick possible for female fighters or even male fighters to perform in combat. If the person performing the attack is skilled enough, they can move a few paces if needed during the handstand to hit the opponent with kicks, then regain their balance on posture to then continue the fight. However, due to the emphasis of the fighter putting focus into maintaining the handstand, moving on kicking might be dodged in part by the opponent or less intense of an impact due to the emphasis on maintaining the handstand or posture when performing the handstand variant of the spinning bird kick. Regardless of the results of the attack or even the variation of it, the spinning bird kick is one of Chun-Li's attacks that's actually possible to theoretically perform.